What's up, Vinyl community? Cliff the Vinyl Cheapskate here. Today's Friday. Time for the Friday drinking music. Drinking Anchor Porter tonight. I don't have the bottle. Using my nifty insulated mug to keep it nice and cold. Just doing a straight up vinyl finds. This is everything I've bought. This is probably like Christmas time. It's a bunch of stuff. Some good stuff coming in. Summer pre-orders, like what we're listening to right now. This is the Chisel's new album, Retaliation. Great oi punk stuff from the UK. These young cats are doing it right. Real good shit. Catchy, like oi, 80s oi style punk rock stuff. And these young fellas are doing it real good. Cool stuff. La Vida, SNUs. I've been waiting for this thing since October, and it got pushed back a whole bunch. It finally made its way stateside. I also got a t-shirt, but I left it upstairs. I meant to change into it before I did the video. And it also came with this dope poster of the band with all the lyrics on the back. Sweet. Super stoked to get that one. Yeah, that's what we're listening to right now. Yeah, haven't been doing too much lately, but I did manage to get myself a nice little stack of vinyl. This stack's all over the place. I got a couple budget deals in there, a couple budget finds, only like 2. Also got an order from Hell's Headbangers and Nuclear War Now, and a couple bought off Instagram. Yeah, I've been buying from all over the place, finding deals where I can. Cheapskate likes deals. I like deals. That's why I call myself the Vinyl Cheapskate. Not like everything's super cheap. It wasn't like I paid a little bit for some stuff, but still. So let's get started. I'll start off with the budget stuff. Just went into the thrift store, just flipping around, and this thrift store that I went to has it's got hundreds of vinyl of records. It's got hundreds of records, but they never ever just like clean house and restart. So it's like the same shit every time I go, and I've looked through it before, and once in a while I'll find new stuff. This time they actually had a bunch of boxes that were on the floor, which were the newer stuff. So I knew that was the newer stuff, so I went through that first, and I did find a couple, but only a couple. I don't know if it was picked through, or they just got a bunch of garbage. I don't know. But the 2 that I picked up, and they're not in the best condition. The thrift store records never are. I got Little Feats. Feats Don't Fail Me Now. This was good. It was like my dad's music, but it was good. It's good stuff. It's like good bluesy rock stuff. Kind of like, it's a little poppy, pretty mainstream, you can tell, but still good. It's a good listen. It's enjoyable. Not like anything blow your socks off or anything, but still really good. Little Feats. Feats Don't Fail Me Now. But yeah, this thing's pretty trashed. Like, it's got like the little... But for $1, come on. You know what? For $1, you can't go wrong. And the record, look how shiny and nice that is. It's not even that dirty for a thrift store record. Next one I got. This is a good one. This was a good thrift store find. I was pretty stoked about this. Patti Smith Group, Easter. Funny thing about this, Patti Smith is from New Jersey, and I grew up in New Jersey. One of my really good friends, her aunt was like really good friends with Patti Smith. Pretty wild. Jersey's a small state, so everybody knows everybody. But yeah, Artista Records. I'm pretty sure this is a pretty. It's got to be an early pressing, but this thing's a little trashed too. It's not destroyed. Like, this cover's not bad, except for this right here. This kind of messes it up a little bit, but that spine is no good. But still pretty good. It plays really nice and sounds great. This is a great sounding pressing. Whatever pressing this out, I listened to this already, but whatever pressing this is sounds really good. Good stuff. Patti Smith Group, great dollar vinyl bins. Well, that wasn't a dollar bin. That was a thrift store, but they're all $1 at the thrift store. At the Goodwills around me, they're all $1. Every record's $1. It doesn't matter what it is. Nobody looks up prices. They just say all these LPs are $1. So I'm gonna break this into genres here, and I'm gonna start with the hard rock stuff. So if you're not into hard rock stuff, you can just blow through this. This is a metal. This could be a metal heavy vinyl finds. Got a lot of metal. I'll even break the metal up. No, you know what? It's like 90% traditional metal. I didn't really get that much like hard metal stuff. It's mostly traditional metal. So not a lot of screaming in this episode, except for from the chisel. Yeah, next up, pick this bad boy up. This is a big one for me. Sir Lord Baltimore's first album, or second album. Sorry, it's their second album. Sir Lord Baltimore's second album. They're self-titled. Stoked to get this. Somebody on it's an OG pressing too, so it's like OG Unipack pressing. Pretty sweet, cool stuff. Glad to get this one. But I got this from somebody on Instagram. I started following them. I saw somebody put them in one of their Instagram stories, and they said they were selling a bunch of records. And I looked at the records they had, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna contact this guy." And the next 3 that I got all from the same guy. I almost bought another one, but he was just asking a little too much for it, a little more than I wanted to pay for it, and it just got re-released, and I could get that for like $30, and I didn't want to spend the money he was asking for that. For that, I was like, I'll just get the repress and just call it a day. But I got this OG Sir Lord Baltimore, sweet record. It's really good. Not as good as the first one. It's just not as heavy as the first one. I would say it's still really good, but it's not as heavy as the first one. The first one's heavy, like hard hitting, like hardcore stuff. This one's not so much. Next, I got this another good blues rock album. Got Freedoms, Through the Years. This is really good, like really good, like bluesy hard rock stuff. Definitely strong 70s feel. So if you like that like 70s bluesy rock stuff, this is great. Came out in 1971, I think. It says on the thing here, yeah, 1971, and that's just like prime time for this stuff. It starts getting a little bit watered down, a little too country folky after this, after like 71, 72, 73, like later on in the 70s. But this was on point. This is a perfect record. Really good stuff. Yeah, killer all the way through. Super stoked that it was a OG pressing too. Came with the inner sleeve. Beautiful shape. Coalition Records label. Sick stuff, man. Yeah, really good. And the last one is a repress. Weed, classic krautrock, heavy rock stuff. Really good, organ heavy, a lot of psychedelic vibes in there, and this is in the shrink when I got it, and you know what? I'm taking that out of the shrink. Because even though dude kept it in the shrink for so long, I want to look at the gatefold, and we'll be looking at it together for the first time. Yeah, this is a repress on Long Hair Records. Yeah, Long Hair Records repress. This sounds really good. It looks really good. Extra shiny. Nice gatefold in there. But yeah, good stuff. Hard rock stuff. All from one seller on Instagram. I'll probably buy from him again later, but right now I've spent too much on records. I can't do anymore. Weed. I'll go flip that record, and I'll be right back. All right, part 2. Oh no, we still got. I've still got one more hard rock record, rock and roll hard rock record to show off. And this was another one. I didn't buy it from Instagram. I bought it from the Record Shack. It's a vinyl. He does basically just like psych prog and some jazz stuff. Like not too much, but all really good stuff. It's a very curated website. Very well curated. So, but this is the first time I've ever bought off him because it was something that I just couldn't say no to. Because the prices are a little higher than a cheapskate likes to pay. But still, had to go for this one. Boom. Hawkwind. In Search of Space. X in Search of Space. Pretty sick. It's got the weird flip open thing. I'm not gonna do it because I don't wanna push my luck. Because it's in good shape. It's pretty much intact. And the record was in decent shape. But this was at a price that was nice. It was a good price, so I went for it. It's not a repress either. It's some sort of original pressing. Got the little thing on top. I guess there's no, this must be a different sleeve. They swapped sleeves because there's no hole punch in the jacket. It's the United Artists label. But pretty sweet. So it's an older pressing of this sweet record. And I didn't spend much on it. $20. Yeah, pretty sweet. And it sounds good. There's a little bit of noise on it here and there, but it's still not like overbearing or anything. It's good. Chisel. Listen to that, man. The chisel, dude. These young boys here know what they're doing, music-wise. Let's roll into. All right. Let's roll into the heavy metal stuff. Where should I start? Got a couple things from Hell's Headbangers. And you know what? I'll be right back. Alright, so got a couple things from Hell's Headbangers. Hell's Headbangers had a killer sale. I didn't take full advantage of it. I should have took advantage of it earlier because they had a lot of really good stuff, and I missed it. And it was like near Christmas time and stuff, so I was like, I'll just do it after the new year because if they're still having the sale, I'm gonna buy a couple things. Well, I got one thing that wasn't on sale, but the rest of them were sale items and really good sale items. I got this Seeks album, Fallout Rituals. This is super good. Just like really throwback. It's not even throwback because it still has like modern production, but it definitely like is like super heavily inspired by like old school speed metal, like Exciter and stuff like that. And this album's great. This was on their $8.88 sale. But yeah, Seek's really good. It says old school speed metal forged in the fires of post-apocalyptic mayhem for fans of Razor, Agent Steel, and Iron Angel. Yep, sounds about right. So if you like any of those three bands mentioned, this is excellent. Really, really good stuff. I don't know why this band doesn't get any credit for being awesome. Oh, look at that. Another poster. A lot of posters in this episode. You'll see. There's a lot of posters in this episode. Seeks, Fallout Rituals, which is pretty sick. They'll all be just staying in the sleeves, so maybe I'll hang one up. I think I might hang one up, but nice, big, thick, glossy. Deal here. But yeah, check out Seeks if you're like craving that like old school speed metal sound. Seeks will definitely deliver. Definitely puts you in that like drink beer, raise hell mood for sure. Very good stuff. New wave of traditional heavy metal stuff. And along with an $8.88 LP sale, they were also having a $3.33 CD sale, and they had these three Power of Hell CDs, which if you don't know Power from Hell are like a Bathory worshipping, Motorhead infused like black metal, rock, heavy metal, black metal mix. Really good stuff. Kind of thrashy a little bit, like black and thrashy a little bit, but they're really raw and really good stuff. So I picked up Profound Evil Presence, which is super good. This is really good. Like, it's kind of raw on the production end, but this is probably their like most well put together album. This one I'm gonna cover a little bit. And this is Power from Hell, Spell Bondage. Spell Bondage. Another great CD. They actually do a really good cover of they do an in memory of I'm guessing this came out about the time that Quorthon died, and they did a in memory of Bathory Medley, which is really, really good. So excellent stuff. Cool song, Devil's Rock and Roll. And the last one is Power from Hell, Lust and Violence. Woohoo! dropping shit. Hope I didn't crack it. They do a GBH cover on this bad boy too. But pretty sweet. Power from Hell. So I got some Power from Hell CDs. Sick. I feel like you guys are gonna see more CDs because they're cheap now. CDs are getting cheap, and I'm bleh. What the fuck am I saying? Jesus. CDs are getting cheap, and I just got a new CD player. So, well, not a new. I found one at the thrift store. Actually, I found it at the same thrift store I found the Patti Smith album. $15 works great. Sounds really good. But yeah, now let's move on. Got Nuclear War Now, which we'll start with what's behind this. Got a Nuclear War. Oh wait, no, I have one more from Hell's Headbangers. What am I talking about? Last but not least, from Hell's Headbangers, I got a classic that I've been meaning to pick up for a while. And this I got, it said it had a corner bump, so it was a little discounted. But, dude, there's no corner bumps on here. You know what there was a little bit of, like, bending on the very edge of, like right here where the LP comes out. There's a little bit of bending. But they discounted it like $5. And the other one, they didn't discount. And they had these, but didn't discount them. But I got Beheritz, Drawing Down the Moon. Excellent black metal, war metal stuff. But this is before war metal was a thing. So excellent, like, Finnish black metal. Classic. It's a classic record. Super good. Gates of Nana's on here. Or the Gate of Nana, Black Arts. Sedonic Ritual, the Summerland. Summerland's such a weird and creepy song. And my favorite song title, Werewolf Semen and Blood. Good shit right here. And this dude was young when he put this out. He was like 19 and wrote this fucking album. Killer. But that's the last Nuclear War Now. Or that's the last Hell's Headbangers. Now we're going to move on to Nuclear War Now pickups. Which that's not much. I only got 2 things. And I really only got it for 1. So I'll show you the thing, the filler and the things. And it's not really filler because it's a great album, but I just bought the cheapest version of it because I wanted to just fill this up so I could do a pay in 4 deal. But Sarcophagus, Envoy of Death. This is great. It's great early heavy metal stuff. So you can really tell this is coming off of like the Black Sabbath, where it's still kind of rock and roll, but they're moving into that more heavy metal sound, and it gets really dark and cool. It's really good stuff. Check that out. And they're also Finnish. They're another Finnish band. They're actually the first, they're said to be the first Finnish heavy metal band, but I don't know if that's true or not. Somebody let me know in the comments if that's true. I don't know. Next, and this is the reason that I bought this is the reason why I got a Nuclear War Now. They had a copy of this. Heavy Sentence, Bang to Rights. My favorite heavy metal album of the year. Or one of my favorite, not my favorite heavy metal album. My favorite traditional heavy metal album of the year was this right here. Bang to Rights. This is really good. Lots of punk attitude. Some Motorhead vibes in there, especially in the vocals. Really, really good stuff. This also, like I said, a lot of posters in this one. This also came with a poster. And it came with a patch, but did I put the patch in here? I'm going to put the patch in the sleeve. Yeah, I did. This came with a lot of cool stuff. Came with a patch. Bang to Rights patch, which, upside down. Bang to Rights patch. Heavy Sentence Bang to Rights patch, which is Cool. I don't know if I'll use it. I might. Not big on the battle jackets lately. I'm getting a little old for that shit. But we'll see. I've thought about it. And it came with a big ass poster of the cover. Nice lyric sheet with a bunch of party vibes on the back. Pretty sweet. And interesting thing about this band, they're members, there's a couple members of the band Load who also put out a pretty killer black metal album this year. And that's pretty sweet. So these guys know what they're doing. Heavy Sentence. If you haven't checked this out, you should, because especially if you like traditional heavy metal with like a really nice punk attitude, good punk attitude vibes in there. I kind of want to put this on next. I'm gonna put it on next after this. Actually, we'll cut the chisel short. We're gonna put this on now for the last bit. And the last bit is some stuff I just picked up today. Alright, so next up, we're at the last three. These are all things I found today. And one of the things that I got today, went into the shop just for this, actually. Angel Witch, self-titled LP. It's a re-release. I think it's this is new. Maybe they put another pressing out this year. I have no idea, but this is on Back on Black. So they're a pretty big re-release label, but pretty sweet. I had no copies of this, and now I have this copy of this, and I'm very happy. Classic new wave of British heavy metal stuff. You can't go wrong with this album. And it's a perfect album, through and through. Not a bad song on here. Angel Witch, Atlantis, White Witch, Confused, Sorcerers. Jeez, Sorcerers. What a great song. Gorgon, Sweet fucking Danger, dude. Sweet Danger's good shit right there. This is just really good. Great, like, catchy, but still, like, mean heavy metal from the early days. I think this came out in... When did this came out in 80? Yeah, 1980. So early new wave of British heavy metal stuff. God damn, this is so good. If you find, like, I think they just put out a copy. So they just put out a pressing of this. So if this is from this year, you should definitely jump on this if you find it. Excellent stuff. I saw this, actually, this is another one that I saw because I live in Baltimore and Celebrated Summer. I followed them on Instagram. They posted this last night, and I was like, hey, do you still have copies of that? And they were like, yeah. So I went in today. They said yes yesterday, went in today. And, of course, while I went into the record shop, I had to flip through the bins. You got it. You got to look through the bins, see what they got. But I had picked out like 3 or 4 other albums. I was looking through the rock and roll bins. And this stuff was in the rock and roll bins. I was looking through their rock and roll bins because Celebrated Summer. If you don't know what Celebrated Summer is, they're like they're like pretty evenly split between like punk and hardcore, rock and like classic rock, like hard rock, classic rock stuff. And then because that stuff sells and it's easy to move classic rock stuff. Let's face it, that's like the age when most people that aren't weird like me and the younger folks that are buying vinyl, they're usually a little older and they want the classic rock stuff. And then there's like a big section of jazz. So they have basically the same size section of jazz and rock. So I can never look at all of it because it just takes me too long. I gotta pick and choose. This time I chose to go through the rock and roll section. And I found some good stuff. I found some good stuff that I wanted to pick up. But then I found these two records right next to each other, and I put all the rest of it back. Because I'm a big dork for this band. And for the price, I'm going to show you the price first. Even though they're represses, the price, $15, that's fucking great. These brand new they're used, but new represses of these are like $25 or more. And I got them for 15 each. So I was super stoked. But I got Crystal Logic by Manila Road. And like I said, I had some stuff picked out and I put it right back. And this is the high roller pressing, so I know they're represses. Pretty sweet though, black vinyl. And these both came with huge posters, and I'll show you. Well, Crystal Logic came with a huge poster, and I got one more Manila Road that I'll show you in a minute. It's got a huge poster of the cover. Look at that. Sick. This is the one I might hang this up in the metal room if I could find a good square frame that's the right size for that. Maybe I'll get one of those rolly deals that holds them up. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty sick, man. I was excited to find these, and then as soon as I found those, I put all the weird old stuff back and bought a couple represses. I know all you guys who are exclusively the original pressing guys might crucify me or something, but I don't care. As long as the music's on there, I'm good. And it sounds good. It sounds like shit, I don't want it. But Crystal Logic, Manila Road, excellent stuff. And the other one I got is their 1990 release. Manila Road Courts of Chaos, which I've actually never listened to this one before, but the price was right, and I was like, well, I like Manila Road. I like everything I have heard by them before, and I have heard their newer stuff, and it's almost as good as the classic stuff. Almost, not quite, but almost. And an almost as good Manila Road album is better than a lot of albums. I'm gonna put it that way. And this also came with a giant poster of the cover. Pretty sick, huh? This is a cool one too. This is also high roller repress, black vinyl, all that good stuff. But yeah, that's what I found this week. Yeah, man, exciting stuff. Finally got to do a Friday drinking music. I haven't done one in a few weeks, maybe even a month or so. It might have been even a month or so since I've done a Friday drinking music. But yeah, man, did too much scrolling on the internet on my week off from work. And a lot of snow days. Snow's been crazy here. But cheers, everybody. And yeah, thanks for watching. Check out my Instagram. I'm gonna do some housekeeping stuff. Check out my Instagram. I'm at cliff.em.all82. That's my Instagram tag, and hit me up, DM me, talk, send me some cool stuff that you think is good, like good punk and metal and stuff like that. Like, I have a couple guys I chat on there with, and I don't mind chatting. Just hit me up, man. And also, I do a podcast on Spotify. It's mostly Spotify. We stream I think it streams everywhere, but I linked it to Spotify, but it's called the Daily Metal Podcast. Check us out on Instagram too. We're at daily.metal.podcast. So, yeah, check us out, man. If you like hearing us talk about metal, we get a little more in depth with the albums. We pick an album, and we talk about it. And we usually have guests. So we've had a couple guests on. So if any YouTube fellers want to do a co-host, let me know. We can make that happen. But cheers, guys. Man, I'm at like 35 minutes. Listen to me jibber jabber. What the fuck am I doing? Cheers, guys. Have a good one.